Welcome, Hoppers fans. This is Aiden Jones with Adam West. We are here at Bosie Field, and the Hoppers are playing the Henderson Flash. So let's go over our starting lineup for the Hoppers. We have Cole Reynolds at shortstop, Chance Winnie in right field, Owen Hutchinson in left field, Colby Webb at third base, J.J. Thompson in center field, Carson Tucker at second, Connor Scheid at first base, Evan Cardwell catching, Eli Laurent as a designated hitter, and Aiden Butts pitching. And then for the Henderson Flash, got Gold at shortstop, Dupree at right field, Kuiper in center field, Jones at third base, Operdovich at catcher, Hanson in left field, Pruitt at second, Giles at DH, Thomas at first base, Eisenberg at pitcher. We will be back after a short break.
Welcome back, Hoppers fans, as we're getting ready for the first pitch of the game. Here we're going to like to thank some of our season sponsors: Optimize You, Lions Club, WKDZ, WHVO, Your Sports Edge, Charlie Henderson State Farm Insurance, WHOP, Summertown Metals, Hopkinsville Water Environment, Higgins Insurance, Bank of Katie's, YMCA, Huggard Beard, and Giles. City of Hopkinsville, Jones Brothers, Planners Bank, Hopkinsville Electric, Jersey Mike's, White's Auto Mall, All Clean Services, Sunflower Photography, The Little Things Boutique, Olivet Baptist Church, Hillcrest Baptist Church, First Choice Lawn and Garden, Walmart, number 6066 DC, and New Work Fellowship. And as the Flash pitcher gets loosened up here, we'll be back for the first batter.
All right, Hopper fans, we are back. Uh, Leading off, we have Cole Reynolds up to bat, Drew Eisenberg on the mound. Here comes the pitch. And the first pitch is a strike, right on the inside corner. Grounder to short, and he will make the play. One out for the Henderson Flash. Here comes our right fielder, Chance Sweeney, batting second. And he takes that pitch low for a ball. Takes it low again for ball two. And he'll take that low and out for a ball. So it'll be a 3-0 count. And he'll take that one for a strike on the outside corner. And that is a grounder to short, and he makes the play. And the first baseman will scoop it for the second out. Hit that ball pretty hard.
Yeah, he did.
So now we have two dead. Now we have Owen Hutchison up. And he'll throw an off speed in there for strike one. Take that ball in the dirt for ball one. And he'll take it right off the elbow. Ooh, that one definitely did not feel good. Looks like I got him right in the elbow area. Maybe right in the forearm. Couldn't really tell. So now we have Kobe Webb, our third baseman, up. He is the 4-hole tonight. He'll foul that one off. Take that in the dirt for ball one. And it's a line out to third. So that'll be the third out, and we will be back after a short break. Welcome back, Hopper fans. We are back for the bottom of the first inning. We have number 8, Gold, up. Aiden Butts on the mound for the Hoppers. He's pitched pretty well, just can't get anything going on offense. And he'll throw that one in there for strike one. And he'll pop that one up. Looks like trouble, but our right fielder is going to be there for the first out. So coming up for the Flash, we have Jake Dupree. He is their right fielder. And look like he just missed a little bit for ball one. And he'll look like a foul tip back into the glove for strike one. And that'll be a ball. Hard grounder to short, and it's going to get through for a base hit.
Now batting for your Henderson Flash from Bellarmine, the center fielder, number 1, Christian Kuiper.
So here comes Christian Kuiper for the Flash. And a pick off attempt, and he's safe at first. And he takes off, and he's going to be safe. I think he got a pretty good jump on that.
Yeah, throw was a little high, but
Yeah, but I still, good thrower. He still got a great jump on that. And a pickoff attempt, and it gets by. Yep, gets by. And he's going to get the third base on an error. And that ball will be high and out for a ball. Ooh, just missed right there.
Yeah.
That looked pretty good.
Yeah, it did. From up here, it sure did.
Looked great. So it'll be a 2-1 count. And that'll be a single. And the Flash will be up 1-0.
Batting for the Flash, the third baseman from Middle Tennessee, Hayden Jones.
And here comes their third baseman, Hayden Jones. And he'll throw that one in there for a strike. Pick off attempt, and he will be safe at first. And that ball will be popped up. Will he get there? Nope, just out of play. So it'll be an 0-2 count.
Just a reminder, fans, the concession stand is located near the tunnel near the third base. You can catch all your favorites once settled down.
And that'll be high and in for a ball. That ball will be high and in for ball 2. And that one will be caught in left field for out number 2.
Batting for the Flash from LSU Eunice, the catcher, Milo Obradovic.
And here comes the Flash's catcher, Milo
Bradovic?
Yes,
I believe that's how they say
yeah.
it. Bradovic.
And that's going to get through for a base hit. So now the Flash will have a runner on first and second with 2 outs.
Coming to the plate, left fielder representing Wofford University, number 11, Ace Henson.
Here comes number 11, Ace Hansen. He is their left fielder. And he will just miss up in the zone for ball 1. And that's going to be popped up and just out of play. So now the count will be 1-1. And he'll take that in the dirt for ball 2. So now that'll be a 2-1 count. And he'll just miss up in the zone again for ball 3. Got a really tight strike zone. That one looked pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just a hair high.
And that'll be called for strike 2 on the outside corner. So a pickoff attempt there. Looks like he got a pretty big lead. Thought he could get him, but he didn't. And he'll throw that. That'll be a slider for strike 3. So the Hoppers run into a little bit of trouble early, but they get out of it. So score will be 1-0, and we are going to the top of the second inning. We'll be back after a short break. Welcome back, Hoppers fans. We are back for the top of the second inning. We had J.J. Thompson up, plays for Wright State. And he'll lay that down for a bunt, and he's going to be there.
He's quick.
So, yeah, that dude,
he is
he
quick.
can fly.
Yes, he can.
great thinking by JJ. He saw the third baseman's back, and when you're fast like that, all you got to do is put a bunt down the third base line, and
Yeah.
you'll get there.
Carson Tucker.
So now here comes Carson Tucker. Man, he'll take that inside for ball one. And he'll take it again inside for ball two. And he'll foul it off to the Hoppers dugout. That was close.
Yeah, it was.
So it'll be a 2-1 count. And picked off JJ, and he's safe at second. Wow. You sure weren't lying at him. He can fly.
Yeah, he can.
They had him picked off, and he was still safe at first. Or second. So JJ was still at second base, so now we have a 2-1 count with and he'll hit that one sharply to center field. JJ's tagging.
Yeah, he's definitely fast enough to check
Oh,
up
yeah.
and make it.
And he'll be safe at third base.
Yeah, he's definitely a runner, for sure.
Oh. They just called JJ out here. Guess he left early.
I
Well-
could have swore he ran back and tagged up, didn't he?
Yeah, I thought he did too. But I guess. So now that'll be a double play. So now we have nobody on base with 2 outs, and here comes Connor Scheidt.
They had to play that back there.
And he'll flip that one in there for strike one. It's got a pretty good curveball. Looks like it starts about above the head. And he'll hit that one sharply again to center field. And that'll be the third out. So the Hoppers will have no runs on a hit and no errors. So we will be back after a short break. Welcome back, Hoppers fans. We're back here for the bottom of the second inning. And that'll be swing and a miss for strike one. And that'll be called strike two. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that'll be a foul back into the net. Fun fact about Bossy Field, this is the third oldest stadium in the United States. And that'll be a slider in the dirt for ball one. And that'll be popped up to Carson Tucker, and that'll be the first out.
Batting for the Flash from Cameron University, the designated hitter, Peyton Giles.
So here comes Giles for the Flash. Here comes the 0-0 pitch. And it'll be a slider in the dirt for ball one. And that'll be a ground ball to shortstop. And Colorado fields it and makes the play. So that'll be 2 outs for the Hoppers.
Hitting for the Flash from LSU Eunice, the first baseman, number 12, Nick Thomas.
So here comes Nick Thomas for the Henderson Flash. And that'll be a swing and a miss for strike one. Key for the Hoppers today is really staying ahead in counts. You know, once you start getting those 2-0 and 3-0 counts, the hitter's going to know what's coming. So that'll be a strike two, swing and a miss. And he'll hit that one, and that'll be a single.
Single by Thomas.
So now we have 2 outs, runner on first. And here comes
Now batting for
the
Flash,
shortstop,
leadoff hitter,
Gold.
the shortstop, Brady Gold.
And it'll be a pickoff attempt, and he will be safe at first. But like I was saying, really want to stay ahead in counts, because then once you get 2-0 counts, you know a fastball's coming pretty much. But once you get 1-2 counts, you can throw pretty much every pitch. Oh, that'll be a line drive to right field, and he will make the catch. So now we're going to the top of the third, and we will be back after a short break. Welcome back, Hoppers fans. We're back here for the top of the third. We have our catcher, number 14, Evan Cardwell, up. Plays for Bethel University. And that one will miss inside for ball one. And it will miss in the same spot for ball two. And that'll be low in the dirt for ball three. And that won't be taken outside for a 4-pitch walk. So here comes the designated hitter, Eli Laurent. And he'll flip that curveball in for a strike one. And swing and a miss for a strike two. And they'll get him swinging for strike three. So the Hoppers will have one out here. The top of the third, runner at first. And here comes the leadoff man, Cole Reynolds. Here comes the 0-0 pitch, and it'll be low in the dirt for ball one. And he'll flip that curveball in there for strike one. Looks like he's really locating that curveball pretty well today.
Yeah.
And that'll be sharply hit to left field, and that won't be caught for the second out. So now the Hoppers have two outs. The runner at first, and here comes Chance Sweeney.
Right fielder, number 7, Chance Sweeney.
And that's going to be popped up. Looks like it's going to be trouble. And that'll be a fair ball. Oh, never mind. I called it foul. That looks pretty fair to me.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one. But doesn't really matter, I think, so. That's going to be a foul ball. So now the count will be 0-1. And
Ooh, that was really close.
yeah, that's pretty close. So that'll be ball one.
He had to feel the wind on that one.
Yeah, it was really, really close. And that'll be called strike two. He'll foul that one off. So the count will still be 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And Cardwell's going to take off. And And he's going to be out at second base on the stolen bag attempt. So we're going to the bottom of the third inning.
Go ahead and thank our season sponsors. While we do the little switch here, New Work Fellowship, Walmart 6066 DC, First Choice Lawn and Garden, Hillcrest Baptist Church, Olivet Baptist Church, The Little Things Boutique, Sunflower Photography, All Clean Services, White's Auto Mall, Jersey Mike's, Hopkinsville Electric, Planters Bank, Jones Brothers, City of Hopkinsville, Huggard Beer and Giles, YMCA, Bank of Katie's, Higgins Insurance, Hopkinsville Water Environment, Summertown Metals, WHOP, Charlie Henderson State Farm Insurance, Lions Club, Optimize You, WKDZ, WHVO, your sports edge. Appreciate your guys for your sponsorships. Couldn't do it without you.
So we will be back after a short break. Welcome back, Hoppers fans. We are back here for the bottom of the third inning. Here comes the 0-0 pitch, and be swinging a miss for strike one. And that's going to be fouled off. Okay. Looked like Connor Shaw had a chance there.
Yeah,
So,
that's definitely a deep foul area right there.
That's really deep.
Kind of right beside the first base. And
Pretty
third
big.
base, yeah.
Yeah, pretty big stadium. 400 dead center. Down the line's Finn's kind of short, though. So here comes the 0-2 pitch, and he'll miss high for ball one. See, now in 0-2 pitches, that's kind of where you want to live. You either want to elevate a fastball up, or you want to flip a curveball in the dirt, try to get him swinging at something, and flip a curveball in for strike three. So now the Hoppers will have one out on the strikeout by Aiden Butts.
Plate for the Flash, the center fielder, number 1, Christian Piper.
Here comes the Flash's right fielder, Christian Kuiper. And that'll be called strike three. Sorry, strike one on the inside. Sorry, I don't know why I said strike three.
Hey, wishful thinking.
And that'll be a swing and a miss for strike two.
Ooh,
Oh,
got him in the shoulder.
yeah, got him right in the shoulder. So that's going to be a hit by pitch. So now there will be a runner at first base with one out. And here comes number 10, Hayden Jones.
Third baseman, number 10, Hayden Jones.
I think it's Hayden Jones. Hayden, I believe.
I believe that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds
Hayden,
about right.
yeah.
People up here talking about it. I thought they were calling my name. And the runner's going to take off. And he's going to be safe.
Yeah.
So now there's going to be a runner at second on the stolen base.
a good shot, but
Yeah, just once again got a great jump. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, and just going to miss inside. Looks pretty close.
yeah.
So that'll be a ball, too. Oh, drilled him right in the elbow. Looks like he got the catcher, too. So.
Yeah.
So now there's going to be a runner at first and second with 1 out. Really hope for a ground ball here.
Well, coach, looks like coach is going out. Talk to him.
Yep. And I don't see where the bullpen is.
Well, it's you can't see, but they're a little. It's kind of old style bullpen. I mean, they're just all the pitchers are sitting over there to the right. There's
Okay.
that pole kind of blocking you.
Yeah, I see it.
But if you look to your left, how they are over there, kind of same way on this side.
Gotcha. Okay.
Looks like they're just off camera there.
Yeah, it
on
doesn't
our
look.
live stream. They're just in the, just kind of catty corner off the right,
Yeah.
or first base.
Looks like they don't have anybody up and going right now,
No.
so probably just giving some time to breathe and gathering himself.
Every now and then you'll see somebody get up and stretch a little bit, but
Yeah. Here comes the catcher, Brodovich or something. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sorry, having a hard time pronouncing his last name. That would be curveball in there for strike 1.
not a very big crowd here tonight.
No, I just really expect there to be a larger crowd.
Yeah, me
But-
too.
Oh, that's going to be spiked in the dirt, and runners are going to advance.
Yeah, it went quite a ways, about halfway up the first base line there
Yeah.
off the
Yeah.
helmet.
So that's going to be a
Caldwell.
1-1 count. Runners on second and third. Yeah, really, like we were saying, I really expect a larger crowd because of the history of this stadium, but I guess not. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. And that'll be a slider in there for strike 2.
Our infield's playing up on the grass right now.
Yeah.
All of them's playing in.
And that's going to be, right off the knee.
I thought he had made that catch there, but
Yeah, I thought he did too. I think he got him right in the shin.
he stopped it though. I mean, if
Yeah.
he would have got by him, it would have been definitely a couple of runs
Yeah.
scored on that. So, got to give him that.
So that's going to be, score is going to be 2-0 now, with runners on first and third, with 1 out. And it's going to be high and in for ball 1. Pick off attempt at first base, and he's going to be safe. And that's going to be popped up, and looks like Sweeney's under it, and he's going to make the catch. No tag at third. So That'll be the second out.
Yeah, held the runners on first and third there.
Yeah.
Worked out well.
So now it's going to be 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Here comes number 6, Pruitt. And it's going to be taken high for ball 1.
Looks like we got
And
somebody.
runner.
Oh,
So no throw to second.
we got
So-
somebody in the bullpen down there.
Yep.
Doing a little
I
warming
can't
up.
really tell who that
Let's
is.
see if I can see
That
that.
looks like Chase Singleton was at number 38, but I could be wrong. I think that's Chase Singleton.
That is 38. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, Chase Singleton up and going, playing light catch. And it'll be a slider in there for strike 2. That'll be taken to the dirt for ball 2. And that'll be in the dirt again for ball 3. So now we have a full count. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, and it's going to be popped up to Sweeney. He's under it, and that'll be the third out. So Hoppers ran into a little bit of trouble, but only seemed to get out of it a little bit. Only 1 run, so
Yeah, wasn't too bad.
we'll be back after a short break. Welcome back, Hoppers fans. We're back here for the top of the 4th. We have Chance Sweeney up to bat. And that'll be taken for a ball. So it'll be a 1-0 count. Comes the 1-0 pitch. And that'll be lined up the middle for a single.
That will be Summertown Metals single.
So now there is a runner on first. Runner on first here with Owen Hutchison coming up. And that'll be a swing and a miss. So it'll be a 0-1 count. And it's going to get away from the catcher, and Sweeney's going to advance on.
It's called strike, too. We'll check swing
Oh,
on it.
yeah. And that's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3. So that'll be the first out. And here comes Colby Webb. And that's going to be fouled off for strike 1. And that'll be fouled back for strike 2. And that'll be fouled off again. Oh, right in the Hoppers dugout. That's the second time that's happened.
Yeah, it is.
And that's going to be popped up to the first or the second baseman, and he will make the catch. So that'll be the second out. Runner on second. And here comes J.J. Thompson.
Center fielder, J.J. Thompson.
And he'll flip a curveball in for strike 1. And that'll be taken inside for ball 1. It'll be taken low and out for ball 2, so it'll be a 2-1 count. Foul that one off. Ooh, look, he got the catcher right in the arm. That one definitely did not feel good. So the count's going to be 2-2. And here goes the runner, and it's going to be popped up to the center fielder. Looks like he's under it, and that's going to be the third out.
For the Hoppers in the top half of the fourth
So the
inning.
Hoppers,
No runs, one hit,
no
no errors,
runs,
one Hopper,
no hits, and no errors. So
move to the bottom of the fourth.
that'll be
Flash,
it for this inning. I'm going on to the bottom of the fourth, and we'll be back after a short break. Welcome back, Hoppers fans. We are in the bottom of the fourth inning, and here comes the Flash's DH, Giles. Here comes the 0 pitch, and he'll miss up and in for ball one. And that'll be lined up the middle for a single. So there will be a runner at first base with no outs.
Batting for the Flash, the first baseman,
Here comes the first baseman, Thomas, for the Flash.
Thomas.
Pick off attempt, and he's going to be safe. Here comes the first baseman, Thomas, for the Flash. And it's going to miss up and out for ball one. Pick off attempt, and he's going to be safe. That'll be up and out for ball two. So 2-0 count. And that'll also be up and out for ball three. So 3-0 count here. And that's going to be ball four. So there will be a runner at first and second with no outs. So, let's see. Looks like they're going to go with the new pitcher. I think that's Chase Singleton, I believe.
That's who was over there warming up.
Yeah, that's who it looked like. So, I believe it's
Yep, 30.
Chase
Yep.
Singleton. So, going to let the pitcher warm up, and we'll be back after a short break.
Oh, okay. You wouldn't get.
Welcome back, Hoppers fans. And that's going to be up in the zone for ball one. And he's going to show bunt, and that's going to be
Oh.
what a bunt. Wow. I don't think that bunt could have got any better.
No, I mean.
Not really much you can do about that. So that would be a bunt single. So that'll be bases loaded with no outs. So I'd assume here the infield's probably going to be in. At least the corners. So yeah, looks like corners are in. Middle infield playing back, so anything hit them, then they're probably going to roll too. And that'll be called strike one. And that'll be taken for ball one. So it'll be a 1-1 count. And that'll, that was close.
Yeah, it was.
That's going to be called ball two. So it'll be a 2-1 count. And that's going to be fouled out of play. So the count will be 2-2 now. So here comes the 2-2 pitch. and that'll be taken in the dirt for ball 3. Oh, guess I was wrong.
Coming to the plate
I
from
guess he swung.
Henderson
I did
Flash,
not see
the
that. I got
center
that
fielder, number
Yeah,
one,
thing in my way right there.
he check swung, but I didn't think he went all the way, but they called it.
So
It's kind
that'll
of
be,
delayed. Oh, sorry.
yeah. No, you're fine. I didn't even see you check swing, so that's a big strikeout there. So, still bases loaded, 1 out. And that'll just miss for ball 1.
Must have been a little low because it
Yeah.
looked pretty decent from here.
Comes the 1-0 pitch, and that'll be taken low in the dirt for ball 2. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be a check
Called.
swing
Yep.
called strike 1. Comes 2-1 pitch, and ooh, that looked pretty good.
Yes, it did.
So that'll be 3-1 count. Zone's been kind of tight today. Really, really tight. Comes 3-1 pitch, and they call it strike 2. Comes 3-2, and that's going to be, oh, it's going to be out at first, but he had to play at home there. So a run's going to score on that, and that'll be 3-0 Flash.
now batting third baseman, Hayden Jones.
So here comes the third baseman, Hayden Jones, for the Flash. So there's going to be a runner at second and third with 2 outs. And that's going to be
Oh,
hit
there,
sharply,
there.
and
Oh.
that's going to get over his head. And he's going to be in there for a stand-up double. So that's a 2 RBI double for Jones. So the score will now be 5-0 Flash.
Batting for the Flash, the catcher, Milo Obradovic.
Here comes the catcher for the Flash, Obradovic. And that's going to be past the catcher for a wild pitch. So now there will be a runner at third base. And that'll be another wild pitch, but
It bounces
yeah.
back pretty good,
Yeah.
so it's a good thing.
So another wild pitch, but doesn't come back to bite him. So be a 2-0 count. Runner stays at third. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be popped up. It's going to be fouled out of play. So the count will be 2-1. And that's that was a nice curveball. So the count will be 2-2 now. So here comes the 2-2 pitch. And just going to miss up and in there for ball 3, so the count will be full. 3-2. And that's going to be fouled off. So count will remain 3-2. Here comes the 3-2. And that's going to be over his head. And another wild pitch, but runner stays at third base. So it'll be a 2-out walk. So there will be runner at first and third now. 2 outs.
Batting for the Henderson Flash, the left fielder, number
And here
11,
comes Ace Hansen for the Flash. Here comes the 0-0. And that'll be called strike 1 on the outside corner. Then he'll miss up and in there for ball 1. Oh,
wow.
got him right in the helmet. So that'll be a hit by pitch. So now the bases will be loaded again with 2 outs.
Looks like we got a little action in the bullpen over
Yep.
there. And
I can't see who that is.
me neither. Let's see if I can see something here. 4?
Let's see, number 4.
Yeah.
Number 4. So that's going to be number 4, Gabe Eddington. And looks like Chris Benny is going to go out to the mound and talk to his pitcher. Probably give the pitcher some more time. Probably get the guy in the bullpen some more time to get loose.
Oh, they pulled him.
Oh. So they're going to take him out of the game. And here comes Gabe Eddington. Come on to pitch. So we're going to give the pitcher a little bit of time to warm up, and then we'll be back after this short break. Welcome back, Hoppers fans. Back here for the bottom of the fourth inning. Oh. Oh. So that'll be a foul ball off the end of his, off the knob of his bat. And that's going to be fouled back for strike two. Comes the pitch, and that's going to be hit in the air. Thompson's under, and that's going to be caught. So that'll be the third out. And we're going on to the top of the fifth, and we'll be back after a short break. Welcome back, Hoppers fans. We're back here for the bottom of the top of the fifth inning. And that's going to be thrown in there for strike one. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and that's going to be looks a little bit low for a 1-1 count. Comes the pitch, and that's going to be taken inside for ball two. So 2-1 count. So apparently Chase Singleton came out due to a elbow injury. And that's going to be swung and missed there for strike two. And it's going to be fouled back into the net. So count will remain 2-2. And that's going to be swung and missed for strike three. So that'll be the first out. And here comes number 33, Connor Scheidt, for the Hoppers.
The first baseman, Connor Scheidt.
And it's going to be blown out for ball one. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. And it's going to be swung and missed. Strike one. And that's going to be in the dirt for ball two. So 2-1 count. That's going to be high and out for ball 3. And that's going to be taken for a ball. So, Shite will reach on a walk. So, there'll be a runner on first with 1 out. Here comes Evan Carwell.
Hardwell.
And that's going to get by the catcher. So, Shite will reach second base on a passed ball. So, Shite will be at second base, and Carwell has a 1-0 count. And that's going to be taken low again for ball 2. And it looks like their coach is going to go ahead and talk to their pitcher. They got somebody warming up in their bullpen. Probably give him some more time to get loose.
Yep, there goes a bag of ice to the dugout.
Yep.
So
Definitely not good for the Hoppers. So here comes 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be a chopper to third base, and runner at second is going to hold up. He's going to get him to first base. So that'll be the second out. And here comes the designated hitter, Eli Laurent. And that's going to be a curveball in there for strike 1. Clearly just got the outside corner. And that's just going to miss outside for ball 1. And that's going to be popped up, and looks like the third shortstop's under it. And that's going to be out number 3. So the Hoppers get no runs, no hits, and no errors. So we'll be back after a short break.
All right, we're back in the bottom of the fifth. Number 19, Giles, is up for the Flash. First pitch, ball inside. Hit straight to the shortstop there and caught. So for the first out. The one up or one out. Next up is number 12, Thomas. First pitch, high. Ball one. Next pitch, right down the middle, called strike. It's 1-1 count. Next pitch, ooh, inside. Next pitch, outside high for ball three. Next pitch. Ooh. Must have been inside. Called ball.
So the count will be 2-2 here.
No. Oh, they called that strike. Yep,
yep. So
it's 3-2.
3-2. Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. So the count will be 3-2. And that'll be swung on and missed. Okay, so I guess I was wrong. So I guess it was a 3-1 count. So now the count will be full.
Well, the scoreboard was messed up too, so we
Okay.
wasn't the only one.
Yeah. We weren't the only ones.
Yeah.
And that's going to get by the catcher for ball four.
I don't know where we messed up at, or I messed up. But.
So that'll be a walk. So there'll be a runner on first with one out. And here comes the leadoff man, Brady Gold. Here comes the 0-0 pitch. And he's going to get the outside corner there for strike one. And that'll be swung on a miss for strike two. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and that'll be taken for ball one. And that's going to get by the catcher. So the runner at first is going to advance to second. So now the count will be 2-2 with the runner on second. One out. And that's going to be taken high and in for ball 3. So the count will be 3-2.
Look like four hands over there in our bullpen.
Yep.
Getting loose over there.
And he'll get him there on a swing and a miss. So there's now 2 outs, and with the runner on second.
Batting for the Flash, number 4, Jake Dupree.
So that'll be strike 1. And that's going to be sharply hit to the shortstop. And Reynolds is there, and nice play there for Cole Reynolds. So that'll be it for the bottom of the 5th.
No errors, 1 man left on base.
And we're going on to the top of the 6th inning, and we'll be back after a short break. Welcome back, Hoppers fans. Back here for the top of the 6th inning. And here comes leadoff man Cole Reynolds. And it looks like the Flash have a new pitcher in. Here comes the pitch. And it's going to be taken inside for ball 1. Here comes 1-0 pitch, and it'll be swung on and missed for strike 1. And that'll be called strike 2. Nice curveball there. And that's going to be down the third base line, and that's going to be fair. And Reynolds is going to try to go 2, and he's going to be safe. So leadoff double for Cole Reynolds. There we go. So now we have a runner on second base, and Chance Sweeney coming up to bat. Here comes the pitch, and it's going to be fouled off. So the count will be 0-1. And he comes set. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball to shortstop. And he's going to make the play. So that'll be the first out. Good job by Sweeney there. Advance the runner to third. Now the Hoppers have to do here is get a ground ball here. That'll score the runner. Here comes Owen Hutchison. And that's going to be taken to the dirt for ball 1. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be popped up in foul territory. And that's going to be out of play. So the count will be 1-1, I believe. Yep, 1-1. Comes the pitch, and that's ground ball to first base, and that'll score the runner. So Hoppers get on the board here. So they cut the lead down to 4 now. On the RBI by Hutchison. And here comes Colby Webb. So nobody on base, 2 outs here. And that'll be in the dirt, taken for ball 1. And that's going to be sharply hit to the shortstop, and he's going to make the play. So that'll be the third out. And Hoppers score 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. So we'll be back after a short break. Welcome back, Hoppers fans. Back here for the bottom of the sixth inning. New pitcher came in, Thomas Forehand. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be taken low for ball one. And that's going to be hitting, and that's going to get past. Yep. It's going to be a base hit, but nice job by JJ there to knock it down.
Single by Piper.
So that'll be a single. So runner on first base,
Number 10.
no outs, and here comes number 10, Hayden Jones.
Jones.
And that's going to be popped up, and that's going to be down. So now there's going to be a runner at first and second now
By Jones.
with no outs. Here comes the catcher, number 24, Obradovich.
Milo Obradovic.
And that's going to be taken for strike one. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be taken high for ball one. Comes to 1-1, and it's going to be got the inside corner for strike two. So the count's going to be 1-2 now. And it's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to get through. And the runner is going, and he's going to score, and that's going to get past. So now 2 runs are going to score, and he's going to third. And he's going to be safe at third. So it's going to be an RBI single. It's going to be a 2 RBI single. And he's going to get to third.
Now batting number 20, Keelan Sanders.
And he's going to swing at that for swing and miss at that for strike one. It's going to be a foul back for strike two. Here comes the pitch, and it's going to be fouled out of play. So the count will be 0-2 now. And that's going to be swung on and missed for strike 3. So that'll be the first out for the Hoppers.
Hitting for the Flash.
So runner at third
Pruitt.
with 1 out. And here comes the second baseman, Pruitt. And that's going to be popped up, and that's going to be out of play. So the count will be 0-1 now. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be taken for strike 2.
He's like, well, maybe there's some chance. There's so much of a sweep on that motion.
And that's going to get past the catcher, but runner at third is not going to go. And it's going to be swung on for strike 3. So that'll be the second out. Here comes the DH, Giles.
The designated hitter, Hank Giles.
Here comes the pitch. It's going to be taken for strike 1. Be swung on for strike 2. And that's going to be,
what a
nice
grab.
catch.
Yeah.
Nice play, third.
Nice catch there by Colby Webb.
Yeah.
And that'll be the third out.
We had 2 runs.
So
One left on base. We
the
hit
Flash get
top of the 7th inning.
2 runs in that inning.
Flash leading the Hoppers of Hoptown.
And we'll be back after a short break.
7-1.
Welcome back, Hop. Oh, already got some action. Ground ball to third base, and he's going to be out. So that'll be the first out in the top of the seventh. And here comes number 15, Carson Tucker.
Second baseman, Carson Tucker.
And this is going to be swung on a miss for strike one. And another slider. That'll be taken for ball one. Here comes 1-1 pitch, and that's going to be in the dirt, so it'll be 2-1 count. And that's going to be caught by the shortstop. Wow, what a play by the shortstop.
Nice play, short.
So that'll be the second out. And here comes number 33, Connor Scheidt.
33, Connor Scheidt.
What'd you do? Turn the PlayStation off after you did it, or what? It was the Xbox, pal. Even Lucas, I mean, it's the most unathletic dude in the second most. Oh, get me on a basketball court, buddy.
Get Bryson on the basketball.
Yeah, you are getting your ass stomped by Bryson. No shot. And he only has one hamstring. Oh, no shot.
And that'll be ball one.
You want to know how many times I've seen Lucas find a bat? None yet. Still can't find it.
Dude, I don't think anything will beat when I fall down there. I've seen you finish your kid.
That'll be outside for ball two.
LJ Jones pinch hit, top of the ninth, can't do that.
That'll be in there for strike one.
Avengers Unite. What do you need? Oh, I saw Bryson walk out. Yeah, we gotta go make fry buckets. Nice.
And that'll be in there for strike two. Two nice curveballs there.
Intern, Nick. Send intern down to third base.
Oh. Oh, Lord. Looks like there was a miscommunication there.
Do I hit him with some foghorn leghorn? No. Fortunately, I keep my feathers numbered. Just such a mug, see.
Yeah, that definitely did not feel good. Yep.
Yeah.
Was that a nut shot? No, he's still hurt. He got him like right there.
Looks like he got him right in the groin area.
Go ahead, hit him up. Keep doing it. No, but just such a mug. Be a bitch, we'll have to do it.
So a little miscommunication there between the pitcher and catcher. So that'll be a 3-2 count here. 2 outs. Nobody on base. And that's going to be taken low for ball four.
Number 14, Evan Caldwell.
Here comes number 14, Evan Carwell. He's the catcher. comes the pitch. And that'll be taken for ball one. Not going to complain about it.
Nope.
And that'll be taken outside for ball two. And that'll be taken for a strike.
2-1.
Here comes the pitch, and that'll be taken inside for ball three. So the count will be 3-1 for Cardwell. Here comes the pitch, and that'll be taken for strike two. Full count here. And that'll be say he went, and that'll be the third out. So Cardwell strikes out on a check swing. And we're going on to the bottom of the seventh inning, and we'll be back after a short break. Welcome back, Hoppers fans. Back here for the bottom of the seventh, and here comes the first baseman, Thomas, for the Flash. And that'll be called strike one. Here comes the pitch, and that'll be taken outside for ball one. taken for strike 2.
Beforehand Dylan. He's pulling a rope dope for warm-ups.
A foot up where it's on a break and a foot of vertical break. Granted, it's easy to get a lot of vertical break when you're not throwing hard.
Yeah.
And that's going to be lined to left field, and that's going to be caught. So that'll be the first out for the Hoppers. And here comes the leadoff man, Gold.
Leadoff hitter, Brady Gold.
So again, fellas, so like, rise to the total music, you know. Well, all you fellas out there, grab your ladies and squeeze them tight. We're gonna have a great baseball tonight. Are you going to the enchanted under the sea dance in 1956? Let's go, Brady Gold. I've got sunshine.
Here comes the pitch. It's going to be taken in the dirt for ball 1.
In your mama's eye. 77. He's sniffing 80. You might hit 80. What are your guys' numbers? 90s? 90 couple?
Yeah, I mean, most of the, like the starters are usually in the high 90s.
Comes the pitch, and that'll be taken for strike 1.
Personally, are topping out at the top of the 90s.
Really?
Yeah. But a lot of them are in the upper. A lot of the time, if you've got a guy who can throw triple digits, he's not around very long.
Yeah. He gets snatched up.
Yeah, because that's one of those things you can't really teach.
And that's going to be a ground ball to shortstop. Reynolds will field it, and that's going to be picked out of the dirt by Scheidt. So that'll be the second out. And here comes number 4, Dupree.
Jack Dupree. Jake Dupree.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love it.
Here comes the pitch. And it'll be up in the zone just a little bit for ball 1.
The Phillies had a reliever. His name was Sam Coonrod, and he's pitching for a team in our league this year. And we saw him on opening weekend, and he was throwing 98, 99, 99 the entire night.
Here comes the pitch.
And our guys who are
It's
fresh
going to be
appearances,
foul back into the net.
part of the order, could not keep up. I mean, he was just blowing past.
What's he doing? What a fall from grace.
So he, I guess he and his wife were having a kid right after that year and had complications. So he kind of retired from baseball professionally and spent more time with her on things as they tried to have a kid.
Be, ooh, that's close.
Yeah, it was.
That was really close. But that'll be called a ball. The count will be 2-1.
What, he lived in a car or some shit like that?
No clue.
Yeah. What's his name? Who is it?
Sam Coonrod.
Did he get high pitch pretty fast?
He did, and then he failed his physical as he was shoving in. So right now,
That'll be fouled off. So the count will be 2-2 now.
it could be a whole bunch of things. They could see something in the arm they don't like, and they say, "Hey, it's not worth the risk." Because he was like 33, 34, kind of towards the end of his baseball career. So if they see something that worries them, they go,
Comes the pitch, and that'll be called strike 3.
God, his zone is junk.
they Well, there's the flash.
In the bottom of the 7th.
So going to the top of the 8th inning.
We head to the top of the 8th inning with Joe Henderson Flash leading the Hoppers of Hoptown by a
We'd like to go
score.
ahead and thank our season sponsors again tonight. Optimize You, Lions Club, WKDZ, WHVO, Your Sports Edge, Charlie Henderson State Farm Insurance, WHOP, Summertown Metals, Hopkinsville Water Environment, Higgins Insurance, Bank of Katie's, YMCA, Huggard Beard and Giles, City of Hopkinsville, Jones Brothers, Planters Bank, Hopkinsville Electric, Jersey Mike's, White's Auto Mall, All Clean Services, Sunflower Photography, The Little Things Boutique, Olivet Baptist Church, Hillcrest Baptist Church, First Choice Lawn and Garden, Walmart 6066 DC, and New Work Fellowship. We appreciate your sponsorships.
We'll be back after a short break. Welcome back, Hoppers fans. Back here for the top of the eighth. Here comes the pitch, and he's gonna look like he's gonna try to lay down a bunt, but he pulled back, so it'll be 0-1 count. Eli Lawrence up to bat. And that'll be called a strike. So the count will be 0-2 now. And that'll be taken outside for ball one. Taken to the dirt for ball two. So the count will be 2-2 now. Here comes the pitch. And it'll be swung on and missed. Oh. Nope, foul ball. Sorry about that. Thought he swung and missed that.
It looked like it.
Yeah. Can't really hear the noise of the bat from up here in the press box, so. And that'll be swung on and missed. So that'll be the first out on the strikeout by Laurent. Here comes the leadoff man, Cole Reynolds, up to bat.
Leadoff hitter number 12, Cole Reynolds.
Reynolds is 1 for 3 on the night. Here comes the pitch. And it'll be taken low for ball one. And that's going to be down for a single. Hard line drive up the middle, and that'll be Reynolds' second hit of the night. So, runner on first base here. 1 out. And here comes Chance Sweeney up to bat.
Right fielder, Chance Sweeney.
And that's going to be taken up for ball one. So the count will be 1-0 here.
That's right at the time that dude comes and grabs his glove. Yeah. He throws him on the ground. Get my glove back.
Comes a pitch, and that's going to be hit to left field, and he's under it, and it's going to make the catch. Oh, he's going to tag up from first base, and he's going to be out at second. Wow. That's a unique play. I've never seen anybody try to tag up from first base. But they're going to get a double play there, so. Harper scored no runs on 1 hit and no errors. So going on to the bottom of the 8th, and we'll be back after a short break. So here we are in the bottom of the 8th inning, and we have a new pitcher on the mound, Owen Boswell. And here comes Christian Kuiper for the Flash. And that's going to get past the catcher for ball 1. Here comes the pitch. And that'll be, taken for ball 2. That looks really good, actually.
Yeah.
So that'll be taken for second ball. So count will be 2-0 now. And that'll be taken high and out for ball 3. Here comes the 3-0, and that's strike 1 on the outside corner. So counts 3-1.
Not my circus, not my monkeys. You weren't there for the night game.
Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be taken outside for ball 4. So leadoff walk here for Boswell. So runner on first here. No outs, and Hayden Jones coming up to bat.
No, he had lost. Okay,
It happens all the time in our exhibitions just to get guys some reps. And one of our guys hit what would have been a walk-off win.
So here comes the pitch from Owen Boswell, and that'll be taken inside for a strike. Here comes the pitch, and it'll be swung on and missed for strike 2.
Beat him. Be the hero. Hit a 4-run home run. Hit it so far he kind of twice.
By the way, the drum roll is a rally play here.
And that's going to be fouled out of play. Just looking over here at this camera over here, and I saw a bug crawl across the camera. Kind of scared me. He's on this camera right here.
They got some nice camera systems
They
here for
sure
sure.
do.
Yeah.
They've got,
Wish we could have tied into that for the
Yeah.
game because it's got some good views.
and it'll be swung on in the dirt for strike 3. So that'll be the first out for the Hoppers. Yeah, they've got a third base camera, home plate, but it's like,
High home.
yeah, it's high home.
Yeah.
And then they have a view from center field. That's,
Coming from
Yeah.
out in,
yeah,
I would say.
that's a nice view right there.
Yeah.
That's a long walk up to that damn press box. Let me tell you. You've been up there? It is tiny and it is a long, long walk. It is wherever you want it to be.
Here comes the pitch from Boswell, and it's going to be taken up in the zone for ball 1. You're taking inside for strike one. And that'll be hit to Kobe Webb, and he'll throw him out at first base. So, runner at second base now, 2 outs. And here comes number 20, Sanders. Looks like he's going to pinch hit for Hanson here. And there'll be foul back into the net for strike one. Comes a pitch from Boswell, and that'll be hit to Hutchison, and he will get him out. So, going to the top of the ninth, and going to the top of the ninth inning, and we'll be back after a short break. Welcome back, Hoppers fans. Back here for the top of the ninth inning. And then he'll swing at that and miss. Strike one. Here comes the pitch. And he'll foul that back into the net for strike two. And he'll take that up in the zone for ball one. And he'll foul it back again. The count will remain 1-2. Nice battle up there for Hutchison. And that'll be grounded to the pitcher, and he will miss it, and he's safe at first base. So Hutchison will get the first on an infield single. And here comes Colby Webb up to bat.
Number in the home scan.
There we go.
Just need one shot for birdie.
Right there.
Yeah.
They said on the second.
Oh,
Oh.
threw it behind him, and he's going to throw to second base, and he saved at second.
Barely made it. I know, right?
That was really close for a pass ball.
Yeah. And I tell you, about hit his bat.
Yeah,
Too, it looked like.
yeah,
I mean,
it did. It looked like it got real close. But Hutchinson advances on the wild pitch, so count will be 1-0.
You guys lost?
Yeah, I got the press release.
Sure. Sure. All right. All right.
Hey, Pearson Parks, Homer as Otter.
Did I put Otter?
No, it just cuts off for me.
Let's get the hitter.
It's Otter's Fallen series finale.
Okay, perfect. There's nothing worse than sitting everything out and then I get a text from someone, hey, you misspelled this. I'm like, ah, great. Can't edit an email.
Comes a pitch, and that will be called strike one.
Sixth inning, and that was already.
Two and a half hours too long.
And check swing, and he looks like he didn't go. No, 2-1. So the count will be 2-1 here.
The bus trip.
My poor intern who's got to go. They go to Lake Erie, Cleveland, and then they go all the way up to Quebec City, back over to Ottawa, and then all the way home overnight from Ottawa.
Oh, God.
He's got a
Poor
trip.
Luke.
Yeah, it's a bus trip.
Is it Lucas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because Riley doesn't.
Here comes the pitch, and they'll be taken in the dirt, and
Disgusting.
Hutchinson stays at second.
Ottawa to 22. That was my first road
He wanted to go, but
yeah.
stayed at second.
I think he was kind of anticipating to get by him a little further than it
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Here comes 3-2, and it'll be swung on and missed. So that'll be the first out on the strikeout by Colby Webb. And then here comes number 11, J.J. Thompson.
F you, buddy. I know, right? F you. F me. I'll just say that. Because he's the fastest infielder. He does power.
And that'll be taken outside for a ball.
Is it a sleeper bus?
No.
Oh my God.
And actually, they probably won't take that way because the league has a port they prefer we use. So I bet they come down this way and it's the 15-hour.
Nice.
And take that in the dirt.
They'll probably do is
That'll be 2-0.
because we're in Lake Erie. I bet they keep the bus driver there all week long.
Did you say Red Lake?
Close to there. Yeah. So I bet the bus driver in Lake Erie.
Oh, you said in Lake Erie. I was like Red Lake.
Swamp.
Red Lake is in Illinois. Do I get to house you there while I'm back home?
You might. You might. Because that's the thing. We might take guys to Lake Erie that can't go into Canada. So they'll have to have a place either all week or
They go to Canada. Passport?
yeah.
Or baseball.
Not having passports or if they're like they have a visa to play in the U.S.
That was strange.
And he'll come set.
Absolutely. In and out of the booth. So you're gonna take.
I'll go.
And
Yeah, it always depends.
he'll hit one to left field, and left fielder's under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. So here comes second baseman, number 15, Carson Tucker.
Hey, y'all get ready with the music and the light show.
Out of there by 4, I bet they can get to Cleveland by midnight and then just spend the night there.
Do they stop anywhere on the way there?
They probably will, just to grab a meal or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it should only take them like 7.5, 8 hours. And again, that's me driving back to the league.
If it's like a 6-hour trip, we don't usually stop for like the 8 hours. Usually they like to stop for the
And Hutchinson's going, and that'll be lined into to the center fielder, and that'll get down for a base hit. So Carson Tucker hits an RBI single, and the score will be 7-2 now.
Oh yeah. No, the only person that's not a player or a coach that goes with the team is the broadcaster. Dude.
I've been to that place.
Been there?
I've been there. I live there.
Wow.
Dude, you don't have to
So here comes number 33, Connor Scheidt.
go see my dog. Gladly.
You can direct to Cleveland, but you can't see the dog.
Oh, there's no reason for you to go back to Cleveland other than to drink.
Positive.
Yeah.
Just gotta put on a brown jersey and a paper bag over your head.
And he'll take that up for
Bag over my
ball
head for
one.
Browns ever. It ain't gonna start now. We got Shadur Sanders.
Yeah. Another
Let the party
quarterback
begin.
to ruin it, baby.
Let the championships begin. The trades, fighters. Hell, you got Luke Floyd, a Menor High School legend.
And that'll be swung on and missed for strike one.
Ultimately, that's what matters.
That city was popping for that windless parade.
It was. They had a windless parade.
And he'll foul that one back.
What year was that?
The count will now be 1-2.
2016 for 16.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Dude, that was hilarious. I loved it. Browns go. The Browns are one team.
Pitcher comes set.
I will not let them go.
Here comes the pitch. And that'll be taken low and inside for ball two. So the count would now be 2-2.
It's just West Ham.
And they'll be taken out. Pine out. So the count will be 3-2 now.
Also, I forgot to say at the top, not a safe situation.
And there goes the runner, and that'll be hit deep to center field, and he will make the catch. And that'll be the ball game. The Henderson Flash defeat the Hoptown Hoppers 7-2.
Congratulations to the Henderson Flash for winning the battle at Bossy. Once again,
We will be back after a short break for the player of the game. Welcome back, Hopper fans. Your optimized U player of the game will be Cole Reynolds. He had 2 hits and a couple nice defensive plays at shortstop. So that'll be your player of the game. The Hoptown Hoppers lose to the Henderson Flash 7-2.
which is a weird thing to say for a Russian
We will be back tomorrow night at Madisonville, I believe. It'll be Madisonville. So yeah. We'll be back tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.